Welcome back to Drive Analyst. Today, we're taking a closer look at the 2026 Porsche 911 Spirit 70, including its exterior design, interior, performance, hybrid technology, driving character, exclusivity, and the big question, is this one of the most desirable modern Porsche 911s yet? Let's start with the design. The first thing you'll notice about the Spirit 70 is that it looks completely different from a normal 911. The overall shape is still unmistakably Porsche, but almost every important detail has been designed to bring back the atmosphere of Porsche's racing and road cars from the 70s and early 80s. One of the most recognizable features is the exclusive olive neo color. It's a deep, sophisticated green that gives the car a very different personality, especially when combined with the bronze and black exterior details. Porsche also uses historically inspired graphics that immediately connect this car to the company's heritage. And then you have those beautiful sport classic wheels, inspired by Porsche's legendary Fuchs-style wheel design. The proportions are classic 911, but the details make the Spirit 70 feel like something from another era. Move around to the front and the familiar round headlights immediately remind you that this is still a Porsche 911. But underneath those classic shapes is modern lighting technology, modern aerodynamics, and a much more aggressive performance-focused front end. The low nose, wide stance, sculpted bodywork, and carefully integrated aerodynamic elements give the car serious road presence. And then you move toward the rear, where the Spirit 70's character becomes even more obvious. The rear design combines modern LED lighting with classic-inspired graphics and details. The car looks elegant from a distance, but when you get closer, you start noticing all the small elements Porsche has included specifically for this heritage design model. And that's what makes this car special. Porsche isn't simply copying an old 911. Instead, it takes inspiration from the past and combines it with modern technology. Now let's talk about what's underneath that beautiful body. The 911 Spirit 70 is based on the current 911 Carrera GTS Cabriolet, and it uses Porsche's performance-oriented T-hybrid system. At the center is a newly developed 3.6-liter six-cylinder boxer engine. Combined with the high-voltage hybrid system, an electric motor, and an electrically assisted turbocharger, the powertrain produces a combined output of 541 horsepower and 610 Nm of torque. Porsche Newsroom +1. And that is a huge amount of performance for a car that looks like a classic Porsche brought back to life. Power is delivered through Porsche's 8-speed PDK dual-clutch transmission with the electric motor integrated into the system. Porsche Newsroom. With the Sport Chrono package, Porsche quotes a 0 to 100 km/h time of just 3.1 seconds. And the top speed is an impressive 312 km/h. Porsche Newsroom +1. So despite the retro appearance, there is absolutely nothing old-fashioned about the way this Porsche performs. The hybrid system isn't simply about saving fuel. It's designed to improve response and performance, giving the Boxer engine additional electric assistance when you need it. That means the Spirit 70 can deliver the emotional character of a traditional Porsche flat 6 while using technology that belongs firmly in the modern era. And this is where Porsche's philosophy becomes really interesting. The company has managed to combine heritage and technology without making the car feel confused. It looks old school, it feels modern, and it performs like a serious contemporary sports car. But performance isn't only about horsepower. The chassis is equally important. The Spirit 70 benefits from advanced Porsche suspension technology, rear axle steering, high-performance brakes, and the engineering foundation of the 911 Carrera GTS Cabriolet. Porsche Newsroom. That means this isn't simply a collector's car designed to sit under a cover. It is a Porsche built to be driven. The steering should feel precise, the chassis should remain composed through fast corners, and the rear-wheel drive character adds another layer of involvement for enthusiasts. And because this is a Porsche 911, the engine placement and chassis balance remain a major part of the driving experience. The result is a car that can look beautiful parked outside a luxury hotel, but still has the hardware to attack a winding mountain road. Now let's step inside. This is where the Spirit 70 really separates itself from a normal 911. Porsche has brought back one of its most recognizable interior patterns, the legendary Porsche design. The pattern is inspired by Porsche interiors from the 70s and gives the cabin an unmistakable retro personality. Porsche Newsroom. But Porsche hasn't simply filled the interior with old-fashioned materials. Instead, modern technology sits alongside those heritage details. You get a modern digital instrument cluster, advanced infotainment, contemporary controls, and modern driver-focused technology. At the same time, you have the retro-inspired seats, special stitching, heritage graphics, and details designed specifically for the Spirit 70. It's a fascinating combination. You sit inside and immediately get the feeling that you're looking at a Porsche from another decade. But then you look at the displays and technology and remember that you're actually sitting inside a modern performance hybrid. That contrast is one of the strongest features of the entire car. And Porsche has also paid attention to the smallest details. The dashboard, steering wheel, seats, graphics, colors, and materials all work together to create one consistent theme. It doesn't feel like Porsche simply added a few retro badges to a standard 911. It feels like the entire car was designed around the idea of bringing the 70s back. Now let's talk about exclusivity. This is perhaps one of the biggest reasons the Spirit 70 will attract collectors. Porsche is limiting production to just 1,500 examples worldwide. Porsche Newsroom +1. That makes the Spirit 70 significantly more special than an ordinary 911. And the pricing reflects that exclusivity. In the United States, Porsche lists the 911 Spirit 70 from $254,300, before options, taxes, registration, and other charges. Porsche Hoppen. So this isn't a car designed to compete on value. It's designed for someone who wants something rare. Someone who appreciates Porsche history. Someone who wants modern performance but also wants a car with a story behind it. And that's really the key to understanding the Spirit 70. You're not simply paying for 541 horsepower. You're paying for the combination of heritage, design, technology, performance, and limited production. Only 1,500 people around the world will have the opportunity to own one from the factory. And that makes the Spirit 70 more than just another Porsche. It becomes a piece of Porsche history. So, after looking at everything this car offers, is the 2026 Porsche 911 Spirit 70 worth the attention? Absolutely, especially if you understand what Porsche is trying to accomplish. This isn't supposed to be the cheapest 911. It isn't supposed to be the most extreme 911. And it isn't trying to replace the GT3 or other track-focused Porsche models. Instead, the Spirit 70 focuses on something completely different. Emotion, heritage, style, and exclusivity. It takes the feeling of Porsche's golden era and combines it with modern hybrid. Performance. You get a 3.6-liter boxer engine. You get 541 horsepower. You get 610 Nm of torque. You get a 3.1 second 0 to 100 time. You get a 312 km/h top speed. And you get all of that wrapped in a design inspired by one of the most exciting periods in Porsche history. Porsche Newsroom. But perhaps the most impressive thing is that Porsche managed to make the Spirit 70 feel authentic. It doesn't look like a modern car pretending to be old. It looks like a modern Porsche that understands where it came from. And that's why the 911 Spirit 70 could become one of those cars that enthusiasts remember for years. Because when future collectors look back at the Porsche 911s of this generation, the Spirit 70 won't simply be remembered for its numbers. It will be remembered for its character. This is the past reimagined with the technology of the future. And that is what makes the Porsche 911 Spirit 70 so special. You've been watching Drive Analyst. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and tell us in the comments. Would you choose the limited Porsche 911 Spirit 70, or would you spend the same money on a more performance-focused 911? Thanks for watching Drive Analyst, and I'll see you in the next review.